When's the last time you've used a crumpled up sheet of paper or wrote the answers on your hands for a test? Those days are over, and now that answers are so easily accessible to students, they're wondering what their implementation will be during standardized testing. Royal Oak High School junior Evan Gulick provides more information on the subject. He believes that the use of electronics in the classroom is beneficial to education.
I think now more than ever, technology enables us to access information. I mean, it's literally at our fingertips. We have that ability to have, information right there when we need it. I think that's a really interesting way to learn, and we've never been able to do it before.
Some feel that there are huge consequences to the use of electronics during testing, one of them being Bridget Vile.
The downside is that we rely on it so heavily that sometimes I wonder if we're going to lose our ability to memorize things that need to be done, like having directions to a place to go or remembering phone numbers.
In normal life, you tend to, everyone's got, some kind of eye touch device in their hand, or they have a computer nearby.
You can look up lessons on math, you can look up how to write an essay. It's basically right there in front of you. I think that's great, but I think what's not so great is that kids become expectant upon that, and they don't understand how to work at something when you don't understand.
After bringing forth evidence, the interviewees would like to say their final thoughts and explain why technology will not work in the classroom, but also in what situation it can work in the classroom.
I think that there is merit to having traditional standardized tests where you don't have resources available to you because it forces you to rely on the knowledge that you already have and work with that.
But I guess the question is whether, Googling something necessarily makes you resourceful. I mean, regardless, you're still exercising your mind. When you're using computers to look things up and, find information, you're not necessarily using your memory banks in order to come up with everything.
You can't always just hit a button and get an answer. A lot of times in life, things require a lot more than just that. I think it just sounds like a very easy solution to something that in reality isn't always going to be that simple. If it's just saying, oh, what is the formula for the slope of a line, and you have a sheet right there, and you just list it, then you really haven't tested or assessed anything.
But I don't think it drastically affects how you function, especially outside of that testing environment. Afterwards, it's not like there'll come a moment in your life where you're like, I shouldn't have used that during that test because now I don't remember. Technology, if nothing else, helps with the learning process, if it's used correctly.
The use of electronics during testing is considered taboo for a reason. The positive short terms do not outweigh the negative long terms. But whether or not something better comes along in the future, for now, tests are tech-free. This is Calvin Brown for PBS Student Reporting Labs.